Hopefully you're fortunate enough to find a particular image or something that looks like this for your tornado. So on the left is the radar image, the Doppler radar image showing the intensity of the precipitation, with being the dark reds and reds being where we have heavy precipitation, and the yellows and greens where we have lighter precipitation. On the right is the same thing, coming from the same Doppler image, but now instead of looking at kind of the reflectivity, which I've talked about beforehand, what this is doing is looking at more what we call the vorticity, or essentially the wind shifts or the wind direction. And so the moral of the story is the Doppler, it's over here, right about here. So it's if think about the Indianapolis airport. It'd be off the screen over here, but you can kind of see where all these lines are going towards, and that's the Doppler radar there, just south of the airport. And so essentially what it's doing is it's denoting the direction of the winds right here. So in this particular area, we have we have a kind of a rotation. So that'd be our first sign of, wait a minute here. We have the potential for not only thunderstorm activity, but we have rotation. We have the kind of that counterclockwise flow happening here, which then can maybe be evidence of a tornado possibly here. What do the colors mean? Green means the storm, what's being reflected is coming towards the radar. Things that are red are things that are being detected, they're going away from the radar. And so that's essentially indicating here we have shifting happening, which is once again potential for rotation. And so, okay, I would say zero in, okay, somewhere here in this Greenwood, New Whiteland area. Knowing what I know, I'm going to go kind of in this particular area here. Now, if we go over here to the radar image of this same exact time, we see this has, first off, the characteristic hook shape. Now, this is sometimes hard to find, but if you have a radar image that shows this particular hook shape, then my guess is somewhere down here is where we're going to find the tornado. Even further, right here is the debris ball. And so here is an area in which the radar is picking up not so much precipitation, not particulates falling down from the sky, but actually particulates. And this is fortunately due to that dual polarization radar. It's essentially picking up what's happening as far as particulates being kicked up from the tornado. So dust, debris, trees, leaves, all that's essentially being picked up by the radar, and this is that particular debris ball. And so here's a great example of a hook echo with a debris ball, and we know a radar is picking up, in this case, a tornado. Now in the 1990s and 2000s and before that, you couldn't do that. This was something in which maybe you could identify, but having this technology here, as far as being able to determine wind direction or the direction of a particular area that's moving within a storm, and a debris ball, a hook echo, were much harder to recognize and observe.